Hello, 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 hello. I'm live streaming, I'm live streaming. Am I live? Okay, there it goes. Hello, Demi. Hello, Banana Dog. Hello, Joshua. Hello, Bam. Hello, Dog Master. Hello, hello. Hello, Spruce Fox again from yesterday, I think. Hello, happy Halloween. Uh, one of the few esteemed um what's it called? Channel members. Very cool. You're not gonna watch the live stream? Alright, good for you. Great. Hello, Raumer. You just got a cat because your grandma is too old to take care of it? Nice. Free cat. What color is he? Hope he was hope he's a nice kitty. Which way of giving money is the best for me? I guess technically Patreon is the best. But honestly, um like either like whichever is like the most convenient for you is basically fine. None of them really have like really oppressive cuts taken from the YouTuber or something. Like um yeah, like if you wanna like donate to me um through like the super chat thing, that's also fine. It's all about the same. What are we doing? If you read the live stream description, you would or the live stream title, you might have gotten the sense that I could be streaming and playing on the public tf2 server. So that's what we're gonna do. Is a 9-year-old calico female. What's a calico? That sounds cool though. Oh, nice. Very cool. Hello, Glaceon. Hello, thanks, Cow Mangler. Hey, Marsis. Calico is a gun? Is that actually true? I guess I feel like it makes sense. This kind of looks like the shotgun in CS. Kind of, very vaguely. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? I think it's called I think it's this one. Mag 7. I feel like it looks kind of like it. Kinda. Actually, the resemblance is pretty weak. Very, very, very loosely looks like the Mag 7 kinda. Alright, I am going to play the video game now. I need to launch TF2. You're hoping for TF3? You have a lot of hope. I'm sure it'll get you somewhere someday. Oh my god, it's so loud. Oh, it's because my computer volume is insane. Alright, let me double check if you guys can even see. Oh yeah, you can. You guys are fine. Alright. Just a reminder, if the live stream title wasn't obvious enough, you should check out the live stream description. You can find the Discord link about a public TF2 server, and you can join there. Wow, he was playing some amazing music. Would this double as a tf2 Q&A? Every stream is a tf2 Q&A whether I want it to be or not. It's not really my choice. The viewers will force it upon me. I don't know if you understand the dynamic we have here between streamer and chatter. But yeah. The Portal radio is in the CSGO game files. Interesting. I mean, kind of makes some sense. I feel like what's it called? Valve doesn't Valve just builds on top of like the past like games they've made, and they don't like really bother like clearing shit out or like deleting things. It feels. Is used in Inferno? Okay, that makes more sense. It was okay, so it's not just like leftover assets. I mean that's cool. People probably appreciate the what's it called, the reference. You always thought I was European. What gave you that impression? I don't feel like I sound like a European. Like my accent is, I'm pretty certain my accent is pretty obviously Asian. I don't really see how I would sound like a European. It's a different version of the song. Oh, interesting. I see. I've basically not played CS:GO. I mean, I've played it like very occasionally with friends or something, but I honestly don't know much about it. Voice-wise, just kind of assumed. What would I even sound? Where do I even sound like I come from? What European country do you assume I was from? That's the thing I don't understand, right? Because it's like I don't sound like I'm German. I don't sound like I'm from the Netherlands. I don't sound like uh you know, I'm from Germany or like whatever. I don't know how, you know, I'm not sure how you could like assign my voice to a European country. You can't pinpoint a location. Pretty neutral. You sound like any US Canadian YouTuber to me. That would make some that would make them that would make some sense. I grew up in Hong Kong, but I obviously like learned a lot of English just like watching YouTube. I feel like that happened to a lot of like internet age kids, you know. I feel like that happened to a lot of kids that grew up with the internet in like countries outside of the Americas and Canada. That you just learn English from random YouTubers. I sound like a Greg have a mouse and a laptop. I don't think that's what he's doing in the comic though. I'm pretty sure it's just a mouse and a monitor that he was on. I don't think it was a laptop. Is the game full? We're almost full. We're at 20 players. I want to check something real quick. I'm alt tabbing, so that's why the game is frozen. Okay. I'm Canadian and I sound Canadian. Okay. I think the explanation for that is probably because Canada or Canadians have like a pretty neutral accent, right? So that's probably why I sound like that. It can be interpreted as anything, yeah. Internet is causing accents to dissolve into a world accent. Where do you hear this? I'd be curious if there's more, like, what's it called? If there's more to that literature, or, you know what I mean? If there is more to that theory and what they have discovered and why they think that way. I feel like there's an alternative universe where I could have been like a linguist or something. I took well, at least in this timeline, it probably would have never happened though. I took some linguistic, whatever courses in university, and I didn't have fun with them. The biggest thing was just how tedious it was in like the lower levels. I'm sure like when you make it up to like 200, 300 level courses, things would be more interesting. But I think 100 level courses are so fucking boring. I cannot get through it. I sound like Scout but depressed. I absolutely do not sound like Scout. There's no way. You learn English to play tf2 in its original language because they use Spanish voice actors, right? And you hate Spanish from Spain. What's wrong with Spanish from Spain? I mean, I understand that it's like different, right? In the same way that like Quebec French is different from French or France French. But yeah, I'm ESL, but I think I can hear your South Chinese accent. They sounded like me, but more extremer. Yeah, people probably just like assign me to whatever they understand as like a neutral accent when they can't tell where I'm from. But then when you actually like have some context and like some references, you can probably pinpoint me closer to like what I actually am. As a French, you can confirm. Doc, have you tried to listen to XQC speak Quebec French? People whose only exposure to the Boston accent is Scout would mistake anything for the Scout. What about Germa? You know, I'm kind of surprised. Germa hasn't completely lost his Boston accent yet, too. It's weird compared to, like, you know, American Spanish. Interesting. Quebec French accent is difficult to understand sometimes. I've heard that people people call it like redneck French, and that it's like harsher or something like that. Though I don't speak any French at all, so I'm really just repeating what other people have told me and I remembered. Also, it was interesting that like, the phrases that Frenchers use is like different to like French phrases. You know, it's probably the case that like, you know how French has a lot of random outlying islands and shit? If you go to those places, it probably has some really divergent French too, huh? Like, what other places speak French? Some fucking French has conquered like all of like random islands. I think like does Morocco speak French? Something like that. You've lived in Australia your whole life, routinely get mistaken for American online because you're required. Yeah. Creole African French. Very interesting. Africa's old French colonies have some really cool accents. But only the irrelevant places. Isn't it kind of interesting that like whoever conquers things first kind of get like beat up on and shit? You get what I'm trying to say? Like the people who like used to be like, you know, super powerful are like really weak now, or like not very relevant. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm kind of just saying it from like very minimal data and just randomly saying it. Like, French used to be very powerful and now they're kind of irrelevant. And I guess kind of similar with the UK or England, Britain. And then perhaps soon it'll be the US, and then they'll be overtaken by some other country. Hard to maintain an empire if you respect human rights. World evolves, and some countries and cultures just don't evolve with it. Oh wait, this story goes behind us. I was hoping it would be some sort of epic flag I could use. You know, maybe I shouldn't play Scout when it's one of like my worst classes. Maybe I shouldn't play it on stream and look like a dumbass. Why am I not playing demo? I mean, Scout is kind of fun when you can just run around and shoot people, and you don't have to think very hard. The other day, my Scout aim was really fucking good, you know? And, I guess you could say I'm still, like, riding on that high. I never played Troja on stream, because I'm not good at it at all. I never play it. I mean, I'm okay at it, but not like practice. Oh no. Dude, why does that balcony stop me from moving? Me streaming every day confirmed. I think I'm going to alright, I'm gonna level with you guys. Here's the truth of the situation. Populating a server is really fucking hard. And it's like way harder than I thought it could be. So I'm what's it called? I'm gonna try streaming for like a week straight to see if it'll help bring the server up. It's not like the server is dead. We've had like a lot of people join and play already, but I don't know. It's like you need to bring the server player base like really far beyond like the 24 player mark, just so that it even like consistently fills. If that makes sense, because everyone always has like a shit ton of things to do and whatever, and not everyone will play like every single day, right? So it's kind of like you almost need like, I don't know, thousands of people just to like consistently populate a server. And yeah, I was doing like random one-off streams and like whatever, showing off the server and stuff like that. But I feel like we kept like sliding back. Like we would make some progress and then we would like slide back down into I don't know, like a square one, you know? We'd take 2 steps forward and then slide back down. So that's why I want to try stream for like a week straight, and see if that can help like push the server really far ahead, such that if we slide back, it would still be okay, or something like that. You'll populate my server, the D word and the F emoji. Alright, thank you. I appreciate the thought at least. I feel like you could get more attention on Twitch. No shot. I'd get way more viewers on YouTube. Absolutely, for certain. I have even experimented and tried this, so I just know you're wrong. Like, for certain. I should taunt around it. I don't, dude, you gotta stop talking. I think, like, I've been, like, ignoring your messages and you haven't gotten a hint. I don't think you've said anything very interesting yet. Stream for an actual week straight? I guess technically I could do like a subathon kind of thing. The only problem is that I don't think any of you here like to give me money. So if I do a subathon, the stream will just end immediately, because then you guys would just be like, you know, whatever. We'll let him end the stream. Copy Ludwig? I don't think I can copy him. Ludwig, I feel like... Ludwig, okay, I don't know how to describe this, but I feel like Ludwig is like a really, really normie streamer, if that makes sense. I feel like Ludwig is the guy who like... who was like a cool kid in high school, and then he came straight out into streaming. And he like hasn't changed. Hey, vibe checker. Sleep stream? Yeah, I'll get 0 viewers and YouTube will like shut me down for it. I'm wasting their bandwidth. I'm not even sure if you're allowed to sleep on stream on YouTube. I actually don't even really know what rules they have for YouTube. I don't know if they really published anything. Like, I'm sure YouTube has some generic shit like, oh, don't like harass people and I don't know, like other generic shit like that. But yeah, I don't know if they have anything. He did a very long subathon. I know that. You're gonna approve your own and sub your free cost on 25. No, you can sub for any cost, can't you? I'm pretty sure you can. It's just that like it's just that like that's the one I defined, or I don't know, I don't I don't remember what I did on my Patreon actually. I don't think you can. Oh. Maybe I should put back the other tiers then. I didn't realize that was happening. I wonder if a lot of people wanted to support me and they're like, wait, what? There's no set price for favor, literally any amount. I'm getting conflicting reports now. Patreon only allows the levels you set. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I'm gonna have to investigate, I suppose. Hello, nice. You hate excuse of a passion? Wait, you can't just say that and move on. Can you elaborate? What do you hate about him? Not to say that I'm like a mega XQC fan, but this is interesting now. I'm curious what you have to say. The most logical answer I can think of, you would probably say something about like how he promotes gambling or something, right? And he's like a degenerate that way. And then the more reasonable, and then the other like one step below that would be like, oh, you don't like that? He's kind of a dickhead sometimes. XQC radiates slaughter energy. Though that is actually true though. I have sometimes been a little surprised how like how much he whines. XQC does Gambit streams. Down to the hatred, you wanna say fuck Notepad++. Well, good thing you don't have to use it. Go find a different text editor, idiot. Why are you like speaking out against it when you have like so much different options, so many other different options and choices to go for? Why does it take so much time in loading the screen? I don't know what you're asking. I shouldn't read those comments actually. His talking gives you brain damage every time. When will I single-handedly port tier 2 to source 4? What will be source 4? So if we follow like the logical progression of Valve source engine developments, right? Source 2 was for basically VR and like next gen, you know, hardware and like tech. Source 3 is probably like AR or and like BCI or something like that, right? So then Source 4 Must be something even further beyond than brain-computer interfaces. What could it even be, though? What's even greater than, like, brain-computer interfaces? Like, just a cybernetic brain? You don't even need to interface with your brain anymore, your brain is just the improved thing. So Source 4 runs on the brain, specifically? Or, runs on the brain itself? Their team's kind of getting punked. They're kind of not doing anything. I don't think they even have a medic on blue. That's kind of sad. Sword Shot's gonna be like Sword Art Online. Oh, like the whole an entire like virtual reality. But I assume you can achieve that with brain-computer interfaces. Oh my god. Source World's the matrix of Gmod physics? Yeah, that would make sense. What time is it? It's 8:30 p.m. Wait, how the fuck did they break through and hack already? What the fuck? I died once and then they instantly pushed all the way to the point. I'm surprised. I feel like our team would have put up some degree of resistance.
The enemy has received additional time.
Am I still Danny's editor? I answered that question in the FAQ in the livestream description. You should go look that up if you want a fuller answer. But no, I didn't. Or I haven't done that for a long time. It's been like almost literally like 3-4 years at this point, something like that. Actually, it is actually about 4 years, I think. Oh my god. Is title getting bigger? Is it one of the many silly extensions I have doing it? What the hell do you mean? Why do you have an extension that will edit the video title?
Demo, calling. Silver up. I'm at work.
I mean, I certainly haven't changed it. That's what you're trying to ask. You have Twitch emotes on YouTube? That's probably like better Twitch TV, or like, I don't know, all of the major Twitch emote extensions work now on YouTube. Though actually, I don't know if I could see them, because I'm using a different Chrome profile right now. I think I have like BTTV installed and like, or I think I only installed 7TV, which should work with all of them actually. I can see the D colon, the guy being very surprised though. It's duplicating the smile I put? Oh. Oh my god, dude. Can my team push out enough to take all the damage? What the fuck? Dude, I wouldn't have been as mad if my team were all like squishies, but I like got pushed back and there's a fucking heavy just like sitting there. What the hell? TF2 is kept up by Valve just because if it dies, real world value thing dies. I don't know if that's even true anymore, honestly. No, you're using Twitch anywhere? I was talking about the proper chat extensions like 7TV or BTTV and whatever. I can see the pop though. I think that's one of the emotes I had enabled back when I actually tried to use it. And I made an attempt to see if people would use it. There's 2 cats on the server. I think there's in total like 5 cats who's played on the server. What's this? This is Team Fortress 2. I'm playing on a public tf2 server that I own, that I started some time ago. You should look in the video description. In there you will find a link to the Discord to it, and then you can join it and play. You should also check out the roll call channel and sign up for you know, the pings. So then you know you can join with everyone else and play together. Is there a spy? You guys saw me lagging on the live stream too, right? It's like my view was like teleporting back and forth. Dude, I don't know where this pyro is going. I can't hit that guy. Alright, now let's see how long it takes for them to heal me. Alright, they got it. What map is this? This map is called Coppice. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I feel like I have a very poor sense of depth perception today. I think I gotta move my monitor. I'm like underestimating how far people are from me for some reason. My eyes are breaking. Okay then. Valve kills the item servers, blah blah blah. I mean, I know the logic behind it. I've also heard that theory many times. I just don't know if it still matters to Valve at all. Like, they could still just say fuck it, you know? But we'll have to see. CSGO is much more supported by Valve because of the comp scene? No, that's not true. And if you think it's true, you should tell me, like, any sources you have that points to that. I feel like I gotta hold you guys accountable for just talking out your ass. No offense. But, like, really none of us have any true idea why Valve does what they do, you know? I don't, but it also doesn't help to just fucking shit out random theories. And, like, say random shit. I'm pretty sure the only difference between TF2 and CSGO is that CS has more dedicated devs on it than TF2, and that's about it. They like hired like cause didn't they hire like an entire team who worked on CS when they ate their mod into Valve? Like back when TF2 was acquired, or not TF2 but like Team Fortress. Back when Team Fortress was acquired by Valve, I think it was only like Robin Walker and who was the other guy? Fuck, I forgot his name. I think his name was like Ian or something like that. Who's the other guy they hired? I worked on TF like way back in the day. I forgot his name. But it was like Robin Walker and one other guy who made like TF and like got hired at Valve. So they didn't really have a team. I think CS had more of a team when they like bought the mod and whatever. Hidden Path? No. Hidden Path like was contracted to make like the console to make like to work on like CS:GO. It was like they were trying to port CS to like consoles. So then that's why they like contracted Hidden Path to make CS go on the consoles or something like that. And then like Hidden Path really fucked that up. So then like Valve was forced to like step in and fix the game. Hidden Path hasn't done anything since like the first 2 years of CS, I think. Oh, John Cook? Yeah, I think that's what it was. But yeah, I really hate this misconception that like Hidden Path like is what like made CS so successful. And like they're the ones still updating the game and maintaining it, and that's why like it has support and whatever. Hidden Path was a fucking disaster. You need to go back in time and read all the forum pages, people like shitting on Hidden Path and how bad they were. And it was like so bad that Valve had to like step in and like fix the game. CS source port for consoles? Yeah, I think that's what it was. A monkey with Down syndrome could use the sticky launcher? Do you want to join the server? I'll spectate you. You can show off for the stream how good you are. Let's see how good you are at using stickies. Have you ever played MGE? You wanna 1v1? You're probably better than me, right? So that shouldn't be a problem for you. Have I played tf2 on Sandbox? No. I don't have Sandbox access or anything. But yeah, Hidden Path, Hidden Path got pretty lucky that like Valve decided to like actually step in and fix their mistakes, and they still get credited on CS:GO as if they did anything. From what you've heard, people at Valve just don't want to work on it for one reason or another. I mean, why say that if you don't understand? If you do like claim that you don't understand it? I guess like there's no penalty for being wrong, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of weird to like start saying things that you're not sure of. As I understand it, right, to fill in the gaps in what you're saying, as I understand it, like they do peer reviewers, employees like review each other's performance, and then if you work on tf2 for like a few months, they'll be like, oh, you didn't do anything to contribute to the company, and whatever, something like that. What the fuck? Dude, are you serious? Dude, hell yeah. Just randomly bump into the sign, trying to sticky jump. That shit shouldn't even be solid, man. Jesus Christ. Blame the sign instead of grinding rollouts? Why would you ever grind rollouts for pure, though? Literally, like, it's not even played in competitive leagues or anything. It's just... like, it's just pure. It's just a pub map. When is the next tf2 update? Tomorrow. Are you excited? Oh my god. Wait, if that power didn't air blast him, would I have hit that shot? It was kind of close. Everyone says they love Pierre. I actually don't think Pierre is very good. The whole track down here, like this massive like loop around track, is really bad. I think. Also, the last point is kind of hard to push, even with like medics and like Ubers and everything. Also, I don't know. I think that whole underground area also makes it like kind of difficult to deal with people who like sneak behind you. They just have like so much ground to like run away and kite you. Okay. I piped him, but he still has enough velocity to charge at me. Does that make sense? Should he be able to do that? There's a scout behind killing the entire team. Yeah, I think that's one of the... Jesus Christ. He deflects the explosion of his shield realistic. Here's my hot take. I don't think Demo Knight is a good subclass. I think like Trimping is cool and all this other stuff, but I think like just stacking resistances and health on a guy and making him run fast with a sword is not very interesting. Yeah, but it's fun. That's fine. It can still be fun and be a bad subclass. Fuck. In the same way that there's like gameplay balance isn't like the end all be all, right? It's possible that there's many cases of things like being overpowered but still good, right? Think about all the awful like useless stock melee weapons. Like every unlockable melee weapon is basically a straight upgrade over stock melees, but that doesn't mean that you should remove all of the unlockables just because they're OP. They're just like literally better, and it's fine. That was unfortunate. The target ID bar thing hit the sniper. I couldn't really see him. Is the server password offensive? There is no server password. Give him less resistances, but switch out the sword for a shotgun? Dude, you know what? Fuck it. I'm down. Yeah, but I feel like the whole like loop around track on Pier isn't very good. Kind of weird. Kind of arbitrary. I'm illiterate? Why? Oh, I see. Do I read? No. I mean, I do technically read, but like not in the traditional sense. Like I don't really read any books anymore, but like after high school I stopped reading books. Or honestly, after primary school I stopped reading books that weren't forced on me. And after university I stopped reading books. Entirely, because no one could force me to anymore. But I do try to like be informed and read about like things online. If Demoman could parry projectiles with his shield like in Breath of the Wild, send them back, still be worse than stickies? Sure. What subclass do I think is viable other than the Gunslinger? I mean, it depends what you call a subclass. I mean, do you have like a really loose definition of it? In that case, I can say the gunboats is a subclass of soldier. Just so you like rocket jump a lot more. That was convenient. Irony of forcing someone to read 1984? Okay, so you're saying that like your school trying to like improve your intellect and like educate you is equivalent to 1984? That's really the comparison you want to make? Have Have I read any books I enjoyed? Fucking, I don't know, man. I haven't touched like paper anything in like decades. It feels. I can't like I really don't remember. Like I guess I would say like, oh, you know, like the Watchmen comics were kind of like the last memorable thing that I read that were like more of a traditional book kind of thing. But like even then, like I pirated like a digital version of it, so I didn't even read it in like paperback. Required reading sucks, makes people hate reading. I mean, what's the alternative? I get what you're saying, but what is the alternative? It's like saying like, man, I really hate the way the government works. Like, why can't we just the government sucks, law sucks, courtrooms suck, and it's like, you know, sure, you kind of have a point, but what the fuck do you want us to do instead? If you really want to like reform education, I mean, you could take the first step and become like a state legislator, and like trying to affect change in your local area. But I'm assuming you probably don't and won't do that. Is there a way to have everyone invisible payload match? I mean, we could do that, but I'm probably not going to, because I don't think I will want to waste the time on it. You can make the kids choose what they want to read. So it's literally within your suggestion. You can make them do something. Sure, you're not forced between one book, but you're forced between like one of 5 books. And that's what they do too. it's you have to be deliberately woefully ignorant to pretend that people don't do that. Yes, they do that in certain situations. Sometimes you know, you get to choose. Education begins at home. Kind of true. Education begins in your own mind when you accept new knowledge. You know, you can't lead a horse to the water and force him to drink. The horse has to be interested in drinking in the first place. Every book that was required reading, I hated it. Though I think it is kind of cool that like the Earth has somehow decided to use the same few books to do required readings. So like everyone kind of everyone has like this shared like knowledge and hatred of like, you know, like To Kill a Mockingbird. What are the other ones, like fucking Of Mice and Men, The Great Gatsby and all that shit. I think it's kind of funny, at least for that, like as a consolation. It is kind of funny how everyone has like a shared hatred of it. And like you can go to any country and shit talk and people would be like, yep, I know exactly what he's talking about. How has nobody killed this guy yet? And why does the palm tree bend like that just so the sniper can have this stupid sniper spot? That's fucked up. Your teacher made you read Hunger Games, can't complain about that. You know none of those books? Oh, unfortunate. Fuck. Andy, have you gone to high school yet? Andy, have you gone to kindergarten yet, sir? Just asking. Less miserable. Yeah, I think the books I'm referring to is more, like British GCSE kind of selections. France has no high school? Dude, I'd believe it. Should we try start a rumor of our own? Have you guys ever heard the stupid in-joke in like the Twitch streamer community? In the Twitch community of Mitsuki, they have a thing that they always tell people that there's no Uber in Kansas. Do you think we could get away with trying to tell people that there's no high school in France? I feel like that's hard to believe though, because high school is available everywhere. It'd have to be something that's kind of like believable, you know? It'd have to be like there's no like college in France, or I don't know, something like that. There's no what's like a really innocuous thing France could just not have? France has no height rulers in kindergarten. France has no donuts. That's actually pretty believable. I feel like you could go to a nightclub and say that to someone with like full confidence and they'll believe you. That's actually really believable. That France has no donuts. I feel like that's a thing, like, I don't know, that would like mildly make some sense. You could probably like puzzle it out and be like, oh, you know, maybe because it's like a American thing. So like, I don't know, it's not like donuts aren't really profitable or like popular there or something. That'd actually be pretty believable. That's a good lie. You've never ate donuts? Is it possible that Doc is just telling us the truth? In France, you can't remove a tree without permission, even if it's in the middle of your ground or middle of your garden or something. I feel like that's somewhat reasonable. There's a lot of like weird bureaucracy in many governments, so that's not that outlandish. Someone walked into my sticky. Should I wait here until someone can die to it? I should probably move on with my life. Yeah, I don't have any close. Oh, hey. Walk into my crit sticky. Alright, well. Good enough, I guess. $79 in French is 79. Damn, that's crazy. You can't keep a washing machine in your kitchen and pull it if the kitchen is small. I said it would be funny if we told other people these weird fake fun facts. But I don't enjoy being the one who has to puzzle out whether you guys are lying to me or not. Dude, what the fuck was that? Dude, what the fuck? I've never tried to fight a demo charging in water. His movement was so weird. He was like going diagonal and like, what the fuck? All the facts you said except donuts were real? Very strange. I don't know why my ping... Oh. Yeah, my ping is like... It's like slightly higher than usual. It's like making everything like ever so slightly delayed, and it's kind of weird. I wonder what the culprit could be. Do I have anything open in the background I shouldn't? I'm gonna try close this. False fact: Vents never got an official release of the first Super Mario Bros. That could be believable. The number 9 sounds similar in a lot of languages. I mean, you're kind of just like... You're kind of like going out of your way to find similarities, though. I don't know if it has any, like, significance in, like, you know, linguistics or whatever. I can check my inter. That should be fine. Dude, what the fuck? I'm like close to 40 ping. What the hell? I think that's I mean, that must be some like routing thing. I don't think it's anything on my computer specifically. Yeah, but that's weird. I usually never have like 40 ping to this server. That's really stupid. I wonder if I should rejoin, or maybe it's because people are like downloading. Actually, I don't know. They don't have to download anything from the server. Strange. Complaining about 40 ping? I'm not complaining about 40 ping, but it doesn't make sense to have 40 ping when I usually have like 15, 20-ish, you know? Like it just feels different for what you're used to. Do I prefer apple or strawberry applesauce? Dude, I don't know. That's a bit too random. My ping is always 40-ish. Don't ask why you always check. What the fuck? Just in case I move across the country, you're gonna have to be the first one to find out. Okay. Feels a bit better than before. What the hell? He's running up and fucking scoping in backwards. Oh my god. I wonder if we should scramble. I think it's quite unfortunate their team is hitting a little bullied. Here's 9 9s. Alright, I'm not reading all that shit out. Yeah, but like Arabic and Japanese and like Russian defeat your fury. Modern Germanic and Romance languages are very similar. I wonder why. It's almost as if they were all geographically similar or geographically correlated. Though, yeah. If I could instantly learn a language, what would it be? Probably a language I really hate having to learn. So I think that would be Chinese. I learned a lot of Chinese because I grew up in Hong Kong, so I had to. But I still don't like know very. I still don't feel like I know it very well. And oh my god, someone saved me. Fuck. But also Yeah, there's so much shit to learn. Just so many characters and whatever. It's just overwhelming. Yeah, and I think like after that it would be like Japanese or something. What the fuck? Bet you guys didn't see that coming. That was my extremely epic trick shot to hit that soldier. That was impressive, wasn't it? Alright, my team is really struggling here. I gotta stop autopiloting. How do I help them win? I'll probably go soldier. Okay. Okay, well I guess I'm glad I didn't get in. I guess I'm glad I failed my jump. Is English much more prevalent in Hong Kong compared to mainland China? Not really. Yeah, most definitely. Basically, because like Hong Kong used to be a British colony, right? So by default, it's just yes, that is just true. Like every street in Hong Kong is an English and Chinese name, but I don't think that's true in mainland China. I mean, honestly, it's hard to say because mainland China is also like extremely large and disparate. I don't feel like I could really say definitively as a whole for China. I'm pretty certain like they don't have any. Most of their street names are entirely in Chinese and then just like translated to English if you need the English version. What programming languages do I know? You should check on the FAQ. A lot of these basic questions I already asked. Or not, sorry, not I already asked. A lot of people already asked them. And I took the time to write it out so I don't have to keep answering them. Dude, what the fuck am I looking at? Well, I started 2 demo knights just working in tandem. It looks so freaky. Was that a spy? Oh, here he is. Fuck, I don't have any more things to shoot him with. Sorry? No, it's okay. I'm just giving you a fucking hot tip. But, I basically just learned, Python. Like, a lot of people assume I'm, like, an accomplished, like, programmer to like, understand all this, like, programming stuff. And, the source code, whatever. But, like, I have people who help me, and, like, reading is infinitely easier than, like, writing it, you know what I mean? In the same way that, learning to understand a language through listening is a lot easier than, you know, it's a lot easier than, like, knowing how to speak it and hold a conversation. In your experience traveling in mainland China, there were at least someone who spoke English at every rural areas there might not be. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable to say. Yeah, the majority of the people who know how to speak English likely got hired because of like the many tourists who would, you know, visit. From a professional standpoint, reading code is harder than making code because the majority of code is shitty. Well, yeah, I suppose, but we're reading Valve's code, which I don't think is that bad. Okay. Alright, whatever. I'm out of here. I'm not gonna pretend or hope that I can kill like 10 people without Uber. I'll take my 1 kill and leave. Where the fuck did that soldier go? You want to learn how to program, but you hate how... But you hate it. How do you motivate yourself to learn Python? I mean, if it's like pulling teeth for you, then it sounds like programming just isn't for you. I learned it because I was interested in it, and it was just like natural, like, curiosity that pushed me forward. Honestly, I feel like I'm lucky that like I have a lot of like interests, and I'm like decently motivated to do things by default. I never really felt like I had to like try really, really hard just to like get myself to do something. Like, yeah. If I don't like doing something, or like I'm bored of it, or like I'm scared of starting it, like an assignment or something, usually I can like my brain gets over the fear when it gets closer to the deadline, and then I just do it. But I don't know, even then I didn't really like struggle with like procrastination or whatever. I feel like I would be like I don't feel like I'm a good person to answer questions like these. Yeah, I think I'm kind of lucky that like a decent amount of things just come naturally for me. Oh, there's a pirate there. You just don't know where to start? Go to codeacademy.com and just go and just start doing things. Here, okay, you wanna have your fucking here's your like life advice for every situation in one sentence. Whatever issue you're struggling with in life, the answer is to just try it and just start it and then see what happens. The only exception is if you're a bomb diffusal expert. But otherwise, anything in life, just like whatever concerns you have, it doesn't matter. Just try it and start it, and then just see what happens. Literally, like 99% of the things I hear, like middle-aged people say about like, you know, oh man, it's so hard to start this project or whatever. It's like almost literally always just like some mental barrier that you impose on yourself. The solution is to just, like, not care. Just don't overthink it. Just start. Many people struggle starting coding because they have way too high expectations on what they should be doing. Yeah, just empty your head. Just stop thinking. Just go. Just start. Nobody is fucking, like... I guess this must be a what's it called, an issue that spawns out of, like, school, because everything you do gets, like, judged and, like, what's it called? You get evaluated on everything, but like no one cares. I mean this as like as respectfully and as like caring as I can, but like truthfully, everyone needs to realize that no one gives a shit. Like besides your parents, like almost nobody like even thinks about you like the second after you're gone. Like you guys, I don't know if it helps, but that's sort of partly what helped me. Like nobody cares about you and nothing matters. So whatever you're trying to do, just do it. There's no like no one like truly cares that like your first programming the first thing you made with programming isn't amazing or whatever. He's gonna die. What the fuck is he doing? If I killed your parents, does that mean no one can judge you? I mean, in some ways, pain is all entirely in your own head. If you're embarrassed to do something, it doesn't matter. Like, besides, like, getting arrested, technically nothing you do, like, really matters. And, like, it doesn't matter how what other people, like, think of that, you know? Because they can't do anything about it. If I go into a food court and just start yelling random shit, and then I leave, if I don't get arrested, then, like, it doesn't matter. You can feel embarrassed, you can feel like you're cringe or something. But it doesn't matter. Like, nothing's gonna happen. People will forget about it in like 2 seconds. As if it never happened. They'll just, you know, continue on with their life. I kind of lost my train of thought, but I think you get what I'm trying to say. Basically, like, other people judging you, it's only as much of a problem as you make it out to be. Though I can agree that like having this kind of mentality, it's a little harder in high school, because then your mistakes can follow you for a little bit. But outside of high school, like once you leave high school, like no one like really cares, and like nothing you do matters at all. Was that supposed to tie back into something positive? Not necessarily. I don't know if I... You know, maybe I'm just out here casually depressing that you know, whatever. Maybe, oh help, that's like a reality check. Sometimes what you need to hear isn't positive, you know? You just gotta be told you suck and you don't matter. And, get over it, you know? The internet remembers? Okay, well, yeah, that's a slightly different thing. But I assume most of you aren't people with, like, million subscribers on YouTube. And you're just, you know, like, average person. In which case, what I said is true. Yeah. I stand by them. Why is my team struggling so hard? Oh, it's probably because our only medic is 150 ping. Alright, time to pop push. We're probably gonna lose though. I don't think my team has it in them. Though the checkpoint is kind of close. Oh my god, he pipes me there. Who knew I was a stoic philosopher? It's really more just that like I spend way too much time thinking to myself in my own head and having like arguments with myself. Like, I used to have a very chaotic and overactive mind, I guess. A mind that thinks too much. And the best way I found to solve that was to just like engage it and make it shut up. So yes, I just argued with myself on everything until I finally reached a conclusion to everything. I literally forced my brain to stop overthinking so much by just like arguing with it on every single thing until I reached a natural conclusion of all and there's nothing left to talk about or argue about. If that makes sense. You're a fan of binge watching my videos, keep it up? Hey, thanks. People need to get out of their own way. True, true.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
It would be a perfect way to end the series. End the series. You people are weird. You guys are fucked up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, he Ubers me now when I run out of all my stickies? By extension, I am weird as well. I'm okay with that. As long as we maintain a clear understanding of the hierarchies at play. I am weird, but you guys are weirder than me.
They Ubered. Yeah, they pop. Yeah, they Ubered. Yeah, they pop.
Yeah.
Alright, also, I'm gonna go back to Soldier, but I'm gonna play the My Medic Sucks loadout.
No, never. Wow. Wow.
All right.
Just join the server and you're being a dick.
Tell the cops.
Unsubscribing from your channel.
No, don't do that. Don't unsubscribe, dude.
Dude, can I just...
Subscriber, my mom's taking away my YouTube account.
I wish I could just move.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
Yeah, my mom's mad now.
Oh no. There's no health pack here. You breed spiders for fun? I mean, cool. I hope you enjoy it. What experiment is being tested? The experiment where people read the livestream description and then follow instructions and then subsequently understand the things I've pre-written for them, so they don't have to write those kind of questions to me. You see, the livestream title says I'm playing with viewers, and in the livestream description I list the public server I'm playing on, right? So from those 2 bits of information, you can infer that I'm simply playing tf2 with viewers on the public tf2 server. Why is the server in Chicago if I'm in Hong Kong? Yeah, in the same way that I can get 20 ping to Chicago, right? It's because I'm not in Hong Kong anymore. Now, I don't know if you've been alive for the past, like, 5 decades, right? Maybe you were in a comatose, that's fair. But humans have invented airplanes. So what you can do is buy a ticket, get on the airplane, and then fly to another part of the world. So that's what I did. And now I'm on another part of the world. Not the one where I started and was born in. Okay. How many punches in the chest do you think it would take to make your heart explode? How hard are your punches? I should reinvent the airplane for us? Why would I reinvent it? I'm not anywhere close to being an aerial... what the fuck is it called? An aeronaut? I'm not anywhere close to being an airplane engineer. If you want me to re-engineer it, the best I can do is guess. And you're all gonna die when you try to use it. Pilot? No, the pilot doesn't need to know how to create an airplane. I'm talking about the people who technically design it. Alright, this is an unbeatable strat. They can't kill me here behind this box. Yeah? I think there's a hole here. Haha, he didn't know. Oh fuck.
Angie, why are you at first?
No! Oh. Oh wait, he's still alive.
I thought you would die today. I'm sorry.
Dude, how do I... Okay, whatever. I tried my best. Aerospace engineer.
Yeah, let's do some trolling.
Sounds somewhat right. I cannot maintain an interpersonal level of communication and narrative knowledge, no my viewer. I'm not sure what you're responding to, but I guess that's true.
Enemy has received additional time.
Oh no. I'm pretty sure the teams were kind of just unbalanced from the start. I really don't think there's anything I could have done to win this game. I guess I'll try to go back to demo, but I really don't have much hopes for this scene. I'm like being put in like situations that like it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I won't be able to win. Dude, like all these Ubers. I think my team just didn't have a medic, and that's what like lost us the game. I can't build an airplane? Yes, I'm sorry guys, I can't build an airplane. I'm sure when you meet a new person, you always expect them to be able to build an airplane by default, you know? That's naturally just a conversation you guys have. Hey, when was the last airplane you built? Man, sure is fun building airplanes, isn't it? Make us a ringtone? Probably not. Make a paper airplane and make it big? Hmm. When was the last time you made an airplane? Dude, I wish one of the big companies just started trolling, you know? Like, just start publishing like retarded fucking investor reports and shit. And start saying like crazy things in the investment calls. So you're saying that you guys found a way to inseminate pigs with cats? And then the Google fucking representative would be like, yeah, you should invest in our stock now. Just start asking fucking insane job interview questions. I wonder if any big company would do that. What if like when Tim Cook's about to die, he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna troll. I'm gonna start fucking around. How many paper folding techniques do you know?
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Elon Musk's PR team? I mean, isn't it that they just don't have one? Or they only have like social media managers, kinda? You know, actually, what I think is really interesting is I wonder if people who took a job as like a social media, what's it called? If anyone took a job as like a social media, what's the full title of it called? I actually realized I don't really know. What do you call them? Social media creators? Social media coordinators? Social media manager? I guess that's probably what they call it. Manager sounds like they're actually doing something though. But like I wonder if there's any like social media managers who like took the job thinking it would be like cool and they realized that they're just kind of like glorified customer support. I feel bad when I like go to like a big company's like tweets and you see like the poor community manager, whatever social media manager guy, having to tell people like, yes, I'm sorry your Amazon delivery didn't get here yet. I promise it'll be here soon. Please be patient with us. We know it really sucks and we truly feel for you and whatever. Ah. If I had 300 billion net worth and I had 1 week to live, how would I troll the world? I guess I'll tell people that I buried it somewhere when I really didn't. I would use my $300 trillion to prove that, or the $300 billion. I would use that to make irrefutable proof that I do have that much money. And then on my deathbed, I'd say I buried it somewhere on Earth. Good luck. But in reality, I didn't. And see what they do. Or I mean, I guess I won't. But you know, for the sake of argument, let's pretend that I become a ghost and I can watch them. Oh no, I have no ammo.
Additional time.
Collapse France economy by buying all the bread and making bread skyrocket in value. That's not how it works. You need to control the supply too. You'd have to buy up all the bread factories and like force them to dismantle their factories and like ruin their fields, so they couldn't make any more. It doesn't matter if you buy all of them. You can make more. You know. Andy would be such a dumb fucking billionaire. He just buys up all the bread, and then now he just has like cupboards and cupboards full of bread, and the global economy has not moved an inch. Nice try, I guess. Look at this nerd using logic. Someone has to, because you guys aren't. And he just tells his secretary, buy all the bread. Sir, I don't think this has the effect that you think it will. Buy it anyways. All the bread is bought every day, you silly. Yeah, true. He's basically donating money to the grocery store. Why don't you, Andy, why don't you buy all the Bitcoin, bro? I'm sure that'll work out for you. Bro, if you buy all the Bitcoin, you'll make it crash. You want to save the environment, don't you? Glycosidic chain. I actually pre-read your comment in my head. I didn't laugh, but when I said it, I don't know why. It triggered my brain. It connected something in my monkey brain. Soyjack's pointing at excessive purchase of bread. Pro-Soviet temporary economy. It seems like their team is struggling. It seems that our team has scooped up all of the medical players. We literally have 3 meds, and their team, I'm guessing, doesn't have any. I think they might have 1, actually. I did notice their team also has a lot of snipers, but that's probably what they're struggling with.
That would be perfect. Why not?
You guys also realize that there's like a massive logistical problem trying to buy all of something, right? Where do you even source it from? You can buy all of the ones available to like all the grocery stores, but they have more flour or bread in the back, and they'll just bring them out again. And they can also order more. You have to find a way to make the bread company want to let you buy all their stock. You'd pay someone to sort it out? Right. The idea of just Valve putting more money into anti-cheat to fix it, right? Fuck, I probably shouldn't talk about this, but I kind of I can't resist saying it. I think it's mildly interesting or humorous that people say that like Valve has, you know, so much money they can just fix the AC, bro. Just hire people. But who are the people you hire? Where does this knowledge like spawn out of? There are like many things you can't buy with money, right? Even if you have the money to hire like the best anti-cheat agents or the anti-cheat developers in the world, you have to find those developers in the first place, right? Can we talk on stream yet about the About Valve revising the FAQ on modding. I heard about it, but I didn't look into it. I actually don't really know exactly what they changed. So I can't comment on it right now. But if someone wants to make a summary for me, I'd read it. I'd be curious to hear about it. Alright, is it time for the pub push? They have a medic now. It seems that they've culled their sniper problem. Let's see if it'll do well for them. Cheats and anti... If VACnet is valued more in the stock exchange, there'll be less cheaters. What? That could be instructive, like easy anti-cheat. I can't. I have to remind you guys that there's quite a bit of naivety happening. There's literally cheats out there that work as like a physical hardware device, like a USB that you plug into your computer. And to your computer, it just looks like a mouse, and it's like, it just looks like a completely normal mouse to your computer. How do you fix that? Add a CAPTCHA? There literally are already solutions right now to like automatically solve CAPTCHAs. Do you really think it'll be that hard for bot developers to add? Like, literally all it takes is like one Google. Like, there's literally extensions on Google Chrome that solves CAPTCHAs for you. Like, you really think they can't do it? This guy didn't read the rules, by the way. This is a perfect example.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait, I didn't say it here. Oh wait, I guess technically it's playing as friendly. Don't do this, you'll get banned. He's also AFK. I'll just kick him.
Oh.
CAPTCHA is a joke? Yeah. It's expensive to kind of afford that shit? No. TF2 has no Google Chrome support? Are you that naive, sir? These people who built and who like wrote hacks and knew how to like bypass TF2 security and like wrote bots to automate all these things, right? To host servers like computers running it. You think like just because TF2 doesn't want on Google Chrome that will stop them? You really think that's what's gonna stop them? Like, could they not copy the code that people wrote to do it and then transfer to TF2? Could they not, like, there's so many things they could do. I feel like you're painfully naive. Like, just end Linux support? Okay, so what happens when they run it on Windows? Now you've ruined the Steam Deck on TF2. Or the TF2 on Steam Deck. You've also like you basically like wasted part of your work on Proton, and you've made like legitimate Linux users unhappy. Now what? The bots just move over to Windows, and like at best they stop for like maybe like 5 hours. What then? What's your next master plan? The 2 Linux users? So that's why you're not a game developer. I can see why you're not at Valve. Just end Linux. Even if they really did that, they'll just move to fucking Windows. So what, you're gonna end Windows support? This doesn't make any sense. All I ask is that you guys think through what you say to me. It's really not that complicated. You think Valve should make the anti-cheat better? That's in agreement by literally the universe, or like anyone in the universe. The problem is just about how you do it. Do you want to like, you can, if you know how to do it, send an email to Valve. I'm sure they'll appreciate your help. Tell them what code they need to write and how to write it to improve their anti-cheat. I'm going down the rabbit hole again. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop talking.
I gotta say, I don't really like what Auto Balance did here.
Very interesting chat messages these days, huh? Just use trust factor? Are you assuming that it's like a ball that you put in a box and then you can just transfer it between boxes? Just like that? I promise you it's not anything like that. Even just like moving it between engines is, or moving it between engine branches is probably a lot of work. They likely also trained their AI on things very like CS specific. I would be very surprised if they could just copy and paste it into tf2 and over. Overwatch has been broken for months and trust factor never worked. Delete tf2 from Steam? Now we're talking. I'm glad we've managed to get the smarter people to poke their heads out now. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's more like the solutions we need. Some leaks suggest they're making trust factor. What are those leaks? I'd be very curious. I haven't heard of that. You've never played against a cheater? So how do you know it's just that like you don't know how to look out for cheaters, or that there's no cheaters? How do you know that it's just that there's no obvious cheaters? Leaks aka Valve News Network? Oh, that's what he's talking about? Yeah, I would, if your source is Tyler, I would say don't bet on what he's saying. Tons of cheaters in CS, especially of metal farming. Cheat is silent in CS and he still isn't banned.
Demo behind. behind us.
You're surprised 4chan leaks about tf2 aren't popular? What, you mean like people fabricating stories to talk about? You know that Valve has like 300 or like 200 employees, right? And the likelihood of them like leaking things, especially after their all the lessons they've learned, letting people leak things to Tyler, you think there would still be any leaking happening? They have to boot untrusted to capture. Yeah, I heard that streaming CS or like recording videos of it is very difficult. The people who advocate for like really like scorched earth policies always seems to be okay with just like hurting maybe like 0.1% of cheaters and then inconveniencing the 99% of other legitimate players. You can't really make such drastic measures when like the entire internet's gonna get pissed. You fuck some shit up. Alright, how do we win now? I probably have to go soldier. Oh shit, thanks for your $10. I've had a strong interest in PFBots recently, started learning code to understand how they work. How viable do you think an indie project to enhance their behaviors would be? You mean through console commands like tf2? Whatever console commands? I don't know how else you can really enhance them though, unless you mean like writing a source mod plugin. I mean, you could do that. The only thing is that bots aren't really used that much in much of anything. So I mean, I don't think you should really be too concerned with like how viable it is, or you know, how much people would use it. Like if you enjoy doing it, then you know, go ahead and do it. Especially if it's your first project, I think it will be a mistake to be like overly ambitious. You know, be realistic that it's just your first project. You're gonna make like honestly speaking, like your first like 30 coding projects will be absolutely useless and awful, and that's totally fine. You just need to learn. You don't need to overcomplicate things, you know. So like if you're interested in it, just do it, and you'll be fine. Dude, what the hell happened? Our team made no progress. Very sad. Exactly what Valve did with free-to-plays. Yeah. I feel like I don't know, I can only characterize it as people having like short-term memory loss. When people were saying that like, oh yeah, we wish Valve would just do anything to stop the bots. And they did, right? They like made it so that free-to-plays couldn't what's it called? Couldn't like call medic or use any voice lines. They changed like the vote menu stuff, right? They added like all the times and whatever. They also changed the voting system a few times. So I feel like it's kind of weird. The narrative is like, oh yeah, we wish Valve would just do something, but they did. They have done things. People asking for like, oh, I wish they would just do anything, even if it sucks. And then they have done these things, and they have hurt like free-to-plays.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, people still keep like asking for like, I don't know, these solutions that don't work. The vote menu change was helpful. I didn't personally really use it, but that's cool. The general point I was making was just that like, the narrative on like the narrative some people present to talk about TF2 doesn't make any sense. You want something that works, not remove functionality for free to play. I want $1 million, not just $20. It's easy to want things. I can do. Anyone can do that. It's like getting mad at Valve because like we wanted the Bison to be fixed, not whatever it is now. Like you can't, like that's not. I don't understand what's happening in your head, to be honest. Then you would say that. Like, do you believe that they're like woefully doing that to harm us? Do you think they added the free-to-play mute because they wanted free-to-plays to stop using voice commands? We want a game that's good, not tf2. Whatever tf2 is. Dude, why don't game developers just make a good game? People just want good games. But game developers keep making bad games. Why did they do that? That's crazy. Would an update to VAC work at all? It depends on what level of solution Valve is aiming for. If they want a solution that they'll have to update again in like a year or something, then VAC maybe, then like VAC could be a choice. If they want a solution that they just do it once and then never have to do it, then no, VAC would not be sufficient. Free-to-play stuff kind of worked, but there has to be an alternative. Who said that there shouldn't be? The points you're making are just weird because you're making them with the assumption that like, as if people also don't want bots to be removed. Do you think I'm like advocating for bots to be in the game? Like yeah, obviously people want that, but there's only so much that can be practically done. Like Valve aren't genies, aren't magicians. Like you understand that like in order to accomplish something, you need to have a way to execute upon that action, right? Do not trust me to work at Valve, neither should you. Yeah, I think what I'm good at is explaining concepts to people. Explaining difficult things to people who might not be as like knowledgeable about it, but I'm not like an advanced like software engineer or anything like that. I've said it before. People who ask me like, "Oh, what would you do about if you were at Valve, or would you like, you know, like accept the job offer at Valve?" Like I wouldn't be able to do much there. I'm not like a insane programmer that would be able to like actually contribute to anything they do. Like maybe the best I could do would be like, you know, some sort of like artist on their teams, but yeah. You understand the reason why Valve has so little employees is because they like intentionally hire people who are like, you know, very, very capable. I'm not close to that. You're just venting? I mean, you didn't come off that way. In the future, you should just say that in the first place if you really are. Kind of weird to bring us on this whole rabbit hole first before you say that. But whatever floats your boat, man. Yeah, sorry. It's okay. I make learning about spaghetti code very interesting. Honestly, you know what? I feel like people wouldn't believe me on. I actually don't know why I'm good at what I do. at least in the explaining and like writing scripts and like making videos. Like I have an intuitive sense of like what's good and like what makes sense and like whatever. But like to be honest, if you ask me to articulate exactly the process and criteria I use to determine like what I think is a good video or like how I formulate like ways to explain something, I don't think I could ever do it. You guys get what I'm trying to say? Like people also say that like, yo, we really like your scripting and the way that you structure your videos and whatever. It's like really fun and like, you know, entertaining, whatever. But I like if I had to teach someone else how to do it, I don't think I could. You know? Oh my god. He's just barely too slow. What the fuck was that? I think I got score shot into like a pipe, so I couldn't move. I'm very straightforward. Stumble around. Well, I mean, I like the analysis that I'm doing is scripted, right? I write out all my thoughts first and organize them before I say it to you in a YouTube video. Unless you mean in live stream, in that case you should clarify. But I mean, obviously, if I'm just reading, like, if I'm basically just like reading a book to you guys, then it's pretty easy not to, not to stumble. Oh, unfortunate for that guy. People still ramble even with a script? Fair enough. Dude, that medic is so low. Alright, nice. What the hell? He's running away with his vlog. What kind of gaming is this? He probably could have, like, at least killed 1 or 2 people rather than nobody if he just ran at us. Where's that soldier? I want to airshot it. Have I heard of Dali? Yes. I watched the... What's his name? MKBHD? I watched his video about it. Pretty interesting. I signed up for it because it'll be very useful to have to make video thumbnails. I don't think I would directly use images that it makes, but it's certainly interesting as a tool to derive inspiration and ideas from. I kind of do something kind of like that, like when I think of what to make or put into like a video thumbnail. I kind of sometimes Google random shit and see what happens, and then get ideas from there. But yeah, I mean, Dali's pretty cool. Certainly, like, very impressive what they managed to do with it. Basically, my writing is concise. That makes sense. I can see that. You know, I'm very surprised that I haven't had, like... I haven't been headshot yet. I feel like I've had many times, many opportunities where I'm, like, staring down at a sniper, but it just doesn't kill me for some reason. Like, I distinctly remember, like, doing that 3 to 4 times this stream. And I haven't died for it once. And it feels very wrong. Oh, alright, I guess I'll die. Fuck, if I reacted, I probably could have killed him. Because his Uber was fading. I never had enough patience to do anything in After Effects, especially when you only have 16 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Maybe if you download an older version of After Effects, that's like, you know, optimized for PCs of that caliber, you know? Maybe if you download After Effects like CS3 or something like that, then maybe it'll run better on what you have. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I think when I started as a kid, honestly, I don't know. I was gonna say, I wonder if, I think maybe when I was a kid, uh, everyone had like shitty hardware, so the shitty hardware I had didn't matter, because like programs expected you to have it. And nowadays, programs are just like not well written or optimized at all, and they just hope you have good enough hardware to like overcome their shit code. I was gonna say maybe that's why it was like a bit easier for me to start back when I was a kid. But honestly, I don't even really know. I don't think that's necessarily true. They have a DALI mini, but there's too much web traffic. Interesting. Yeah, I hope I can use it. It's very interesting.
Do you just have like a thing against me or something, Bojangles?
Is there a reason why tf2 runs like garbage? Because it's the game from 2007. It came out in 2007, right? So you have to remember that like it was being created during 2006 and like 2005 and whatever. Think about how much has changed in life since then. Not even just like hardware advancements and changes and like, you know, shifts in like computing and software development. It's just that like the game is too old. I don't think anyone could write software that like can hold up for that long. You know what I mean? It's just like not humanly possible. It's just that like too many things have changed. But I mean, if you want a real, not partly sarcastic answer, TF2 was created in an era where hardware development looked like it would continue to improve in single core clock performance. And it did for a while, so Valve wasn't wrong. But then lately, computer hardware, the central processing unit, have trended towards architecture design that favors multi-core stacking and simply increasing the amount of dies, I think it's called. Increasing more dies on your chip, rather than improving the efficiency and like the power of a particular die. So Valve games are like just not, or like TF2 just isn't like equipped to deal with that, you know? Like it was just never programmed expecting that, like expecting like the world to eventually like shift towards that, you know? And like if you say that they should have known that, then I don't know, that's kind of too much to ask for. You're asking Valve to like correctly and accurately predict technological advancements to, like 20 years in the future, basically. That's extremely hard. The Civilized is still a guy on the cart? Oh, he stepped off. Oh my god, what a gamer.
Have you had the cart?
Rep the cart, rep the cart, rep the cart.
Compared to CS in 2012. Yeah. Also, CS had developers that went through the effort to like optimize and update the engine too, so there's that. Though I would say there's also only so much you can do to update the engine too, you know what I mean? Like TF2 is based off of the Half-Life branch, the Half-Life 2 branch of Story. But I think CS's is off of like Portal 2 or something like that. So it's just like newer and more modern, so there's like a bit more leeway with it. Fuck. Have I ever thought of starting a Clips channel? People ask me about it, but honestly, I don't really ever consider myself like a streamer. Especially because I make nothing from streaming. Literally, if I don't have an ulterior motive, such as doing a stream experiment or doing this, like promoting the public tf2 server, I really have no reason to stream. Not that like I hate you guys and you guys suck or whatever, but it's kind of just like why, you know, there's like no incentive. Besides whatever, you know, reason I might have to do it. So
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
yeah, basically like investing even more time into it just doesn't make any sense. Though I suppose you could say that like you have to invest in it for like people to like want to like join memberships and like all this other stuff too. But I think at best it's like a catch-22. It's like you need both at the same time, kind of. But yeah, so basically like I don't think it's worth the time. I just don't really have a reason to put my time into that when I could be doing all of other things. Though I've always said that if someone wanted to do it, I would like try to support them. But I'm just not interested in doing it myself. Sorry, what time is it? 10? Might be a decent time to log off. That's my 2 hours for the day of TF2 gaming. Actually, I guess I'll see depending on what map comes up. Oh my god, it's Snowy Coast. I kinda want to play it. I enjoy this map. Alright, you know what? Alright, here's the deal. If the game if the game goes pleasantly, I'll stick around. If my team ends up with the 6 free-to-plays and we can't even manage to keep the shit contained within our own bodies, then I will rage quit and leave. Alright, there's your deal. Take it or leave it. Free-to-play is still used as a slur. It's a great slur. You know what? I'm about to start calling people RL free-to-plays, dude. Dude, that cashier at Starbucks, what a fucking free-to-play, dude. That's actually hilarious. That's a good idea. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm thoroughly entertained. Am I Canadian? No. Children are free to play IRL? Yeah. My classmates in Culp this year were such fucking gibbetses. I don't think people would use gibbets as like an insult anymore though, because I heard that gibbetses are rare these days. You guys want me to show you the coolest stuff I have? Where's my gibbets? Do I still have it? Wait a second. I should probably have it. Where did I put this? Wait, now I'm curious. Where the fuck did it go?
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know where my gibbets went, but it's somewhere in my backpack apparently. What? But anyways, I'm sure none of you know what this is. I'm sure none of you have any idea what this is. Oh, I died. Oh wait, I saw it. I saw it and I closed it. I found it. It's here. Yeah, if you have this, you're probably extremely cool, you know? Most people don't have that. I don't think gibbets is like a I don't think gibbets is like a noob thing anymore. It's like a status symbol almost of being like a really old player, you know? Our team has so many. Oh.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Rift thing for the volcano axe? No, the ticket. Oh, I burped. The ticket thing was for a cross promo item you can get in like the Rift video game, I think it was. Oh my god. So much damage. Open it? No. I've kept it. I've maintained its pristine state for a decade. Like literally a decade. I will not open it. What other things do I have? Most people probably don't have this one. I guess that's all the cool things I have. Oh, I have these. Wait, where is it? Where'd I put it?
They have the Natasha on the card.
No. There was like a split second where I could have that and killed the pyro, I think. But of course it would be kind of insane to expect. I should have been able to react to it. Nobody wears the Reddit hat even if it is because of how rare it is. I think it's because Reddit has endured its cringe reputation. I don't think Reddit has ever been cool. Maybe like for the first like year of its existence. But I kind of feel like Reddit has always been like the thing people dump on, you know? Like, I don't think it's ever been cool in history to be like a Redditor. Solarlight X whatever. There was the Banny collab if you didn't see that. I did get a chance to play with Uncle Dane and like Lazy Purple and Solarlight and all the other guys. Though not a Soundsmith and whatever. But it was pretty close to basically being everyone is here. Fuck, I should have... who the hell traps in a pub, man? What a fucking idiot. What I like on this map? I just think it's a map of good flow. I mean, honestly, I only like it because it's like off the what's it called? Funny noise. Of the payload maps, like of the official payload maps, I think Snowy Coast is like the best. So I just carried my like favor of it from there. But I think in terms of like if I considered like even custom maps, I don't know if Snowy Coast would even still be like a map out there. But I do think at least off like official maps is one of the best ones. Dude, what the hell? Our team got fucking rolled. What the fuck? They have a player of like 52 points. Though I felt like we had a chance to hold, didn't we? Actually, now that I think about it, we kind of did get like rolled like really quick. Yeah, I don't know. 9 points. Alright, I'm gonna go the tryhard loadout. This is what I play when I really have to win. If only I switched my loadout, it's not giving it to me. What the fuck? I can't switch loadouts. This is a tragedy. Oh, other people can't switch loadouts either. Okay, so I guess it's some tf2 game coordinator thing. Loadouts bugged.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Thoughts on TF Classic coming back?
3, 2,
I have answered this question before, but I kind of forgot what I said. I think I went into kind of a I kind of rambled a bit much when someone asked me about this. I rambled about how like we could technically just make the game entirely community owned, and just distribute like what's it called? An edited version of TF2 on torrents that Valve couldn't stop us from doing. But I mean, basically, I think it's cool. I hope they don't get in legal trouble because they have been served their DMCA notice, so like they already like are you know, they're already aware of like, you know, the legal repercussions of what they're doing. Yeah, so I hope they don't I hope Valve doesn't bring forth legal action towards them. I think like we can say like morally it's like what tf2c is doing is fine. But legally they're not gonna look so kind upon them. But I mean otherwise, you know, the mods are cool. I'm glad people can play their game again. Hope it goes well for them. Though I personally am not interested in the mods, just because I think like stock TF2 is fine. And none of the additions to the mods are very interesting to me. I'm not interested in like the 4-team whatever things in TF2 Classic and like the civilian and whatever else they do. And I'm not very interested in the DM mode in Open Fortress. I think it's kind of basic and plain and a little boring and whatever. So yeah, I haven't been I'm not personally interested in it, but it's cool that they're back. Basically it.
Wait, shit, this is not the right Uber I thought I had.
But I mean, if you're like tired of TF2, it seems like it's like a good way to kind of play something TF2 adjacent. If you're like, if you have the appetite for something like that. But yeah, personally, I think like, TF2 has kind of already reached like peak FPS. You know what I mean? Well, not literally. Like, there's still obviously a lot of things they can do to improve TF2 and like improve it as an FPS game. But I feel like even in its current state, it's pretty peak FPS. At least personally, when I play other FPS games, I'm just like, why don't I just play TF2? So yeah. Do you think some TF classes are objectively simpler than others to play? Yes, definitely. Like, Spy is a very complicated class compared to, say, the Heavy, which is what I think is a bit more one-dimensional of a class. Push, please, push. Where did he pick it up? Oh, they're Ubering the NG too. Fuck's sakes. Alright, don't kill me. Fuck. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the classes are definitely not equal, so one of them is more complicated than the other for sure. You keep running into cheaters in MGE? What the hell? Where? I haven't run into a cheater in MGE in like forever. Though I also only play Spire, so maybe if you're playing like Badlands mid, you'll find more cheaters. On the main server? What the hell is the main server? I don't think there is one anymore. Oh my god, please, why do I have to keep dying for this team? I think I still have to play demo. I kind of want to play soldier, but I can't play it on the loadout I want to. Oh my god, I have to stick to demo. Vote scramble? You can scramble in this server, by the way, if everyone didn't know. But I don't think there's really much to scramble right now. There's a chance our team can break through. Alright, I'm fucking invoking streamer privilege. Can any of you come fucking heal me so I can push, man? Like, I'm literally at top of the scoreboard. I'm not even just like saying this just because it's like, you know, I want people to heal me that I'm a streamer. If you heal me, we can probably push, but I don't have to sustain to like peak doorways, man. Alright, I've made my case and they don't respond. I think we lost. Wait a second. Maybe there's hope if I can escape? Oh my god, the greatest engineer of our time? What the fuck? How did I do 143 to him? Did he have what's it called? The candy cane? Push. Oh no. Oh no. What? The medic didn't die. Oh my god, the fucking minefield. Scream push into the mic. I've tried my best. I don't know what else I can do. Though our team is making some progress. Alright, I'm gonna try to focus on the game and try to win. The only problem is that I actually kind of have to do like literally everything. I don't know if my team is like my team needs to like do some damage at least. I can't do all of it. Oh my god, don't kill me. I heard the rumor they made Left 4 Free, but the entire game was scrapped because they didn't want to repeat themselves. I think what Tyler allegedly said was that they couldn't decide between using the Source engine or the Unity engine, so they gave up on it or something. And I think I heard that like Left 4 Dead 3 was supposed to be like an AR experience, where like someone could play the zombie AI director. But I don't know, those are just like memories I have floating around. I could be I could be remembering wrong. I think there's someone over here. Oh, they're clear. Made in Unity versus Source. I mean, I don't even know why that's an argument, to be honest. It kind of sounds a little bit unbelievable to me. Because I don't know, why wouldn't they just use Source? Well, I guess I got someone at least. Well, one player plays as the director. I think I've seen games like that though. Like, oh, one person's the dungeon master and the other gamers have to try and complete the room or whatever. Is he done b-hopping? Alright, whatever. He's ignoring everyone. Oh, he finally healed someone. I don't know if those games turn out that well though. Because like, the zombie AI director is good because it adjusts, you know, difficulty for people and it like, you know, reacts to how you guys are playing and like what you're doing and whatever. But for a player, they're just gonna keep spamming the most powerful option off cooldown. So then you're basically like the player who's playing the dungeon master is just like spamming buttons and that's it, and it's not a very engaging experience for them, right? Dude, fucking hell. What I main? Technically I main soldier, but in pubs I mostly play demo, because the demo can accomplish a lot more than the soldier. Source 2 and Unreal. Okay, yeah, that sounds right. Kind of unfortunate, both of the big major engines are called, or starts with U. Makes things a little confusing. Marble Run update? Oh my god, man. Why do you have to turn around so quickly? I needed more time. Fuck, man. Why is my crosshair a square? Why isn't it a square? Are you scared of squares? Is it wrong to be a square? Dude, where is this guy's dispenser, man? Why does he... Oh, it's over here. Alright, never mind. I take it back. I need a medic to follow me down into this hole if I can kill them. Oh my god, are you fucking serious? Honestly though, I think there's some people talking about like the map being bad in the server chat. I'm pretty sure it's not that, because our team just sucks, honestly. We have like one medic and we haven't gotten an Uber in like 5 minutes or something. I don't know if any mapper can be expected to be able to like balance around that, you know?
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Where's our medic? Apparently he's alive. Oh, he's here, AFK.
Mission ends in 10 seconds. 5, 4,
Their NG has fucking Frontier Justice crits too, it's perfect. We lost. Imagine joining the streamer server and ignore him when he stops scoring. I mean, it's not even that. Our team just had like... I don't know, man. Alright. I'm good. that was an experience. I am going to move on with my life and go do productive things or something like that. I'm trying to make an effort to populate the server a bit more and whatever. So you know, if you enjoy the stream, want to come back tomorrow to play on the server and shit like that, that'll be very cool. I'm streaming again tomorrow at like 8 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, check out the server. Populate the server, please, so I don't have to stream every time to get it going and whatever. I hope we can get the server population up there so then we can you know, get more custom mappers involved as well, and then we can make maps dedicated to the server. That's like, you know, good and better than all the awful custom maps out there that are kind of unbalanced. But yeah, back tomorrow 8 p.m. If you enjoyed the stream, hope you come back.